And it's important to remember that happiness comes and goes. It is so fleeting. But the joy of the Lord withstands all. It's important to remember that happiness comes and goes, and I pray that you find it.
Happiness comes and goes. Pray that you find happiness. This is kind of like the entire new Turning Point grift. It's just so icky. It's there. There's constantly kind of using the Bible as a shield, but kind of doing the, well, bless you. Well, bless you, honey. Well, I'm going to pray for you, honey, where it's like very obvious that there's nothing godly here and they're actually really angry. And I do want to say this, that if that had happened to me, and might I offer that I also think that if that had happened to Charlie Kirk and someone had heckled him and said that you protect pedophiles, that's a great opportunity to be what Turning Point has always been and say, you have a disagreement, come to the front of the line. That's the notorious thing that Charlie always said. You have a disagreement, come to the front of the line. I would love to debate you on saying, but I protect pedophiles. I can debate that any day of the week. And I want to make sure that you're not just allowed to shout something that's fundamentally untrue. Now, what is that person actually speaking about? Well, they're speaking about these unique partnerships with shady people that have shady pasts. ERIKA's never answered for anything. She just has kind of arrived like a queen. Like, I don't have to answer anything. This was my husband's. I'm not qualified for anything. It doesn't matter. I'm taking it and it's mine. People don't like it. They resent it. And it doesn't matter how many Bible verses you spit out. People can see through this grift.
And it's important to remember that happiness comes and goes.
You know, the funny thing is, the most evil or evilest people in the whole world are the people that walk around with a cross around their neck. By the way, the cross is satanic, just for those that don't know, but let's continue, okay? So the most evilest people are those that walk around with a cross around their necks, right? The people that are always saying, God this, God that, the Lord, I pray for you, bless you, this, that. That is the best way for a demon to hide who he is. But here's the thing though. You will recognize them by their fruits. You will recognize them by their fruits. It does not matter how hard you're trying to hide who you are. One day you will show who you are through your actions. And people will catch it, okay? People will catch it. It does not lie. You cannot help it. You cannot help it, man. You cannot help it. So people will figure this out. People will figure you out. Whatever's done in the dark will come to light. Whatever is done in the dark will come to light. A demon cannot hide who he is forever. Okay? You will come to light. That's just a fact, man. Pure fact. You get what I mean?
I'm just going to have to ask Tucker for forgiveness for sharing this because I knew that there was something bothering me about this Maine vacation. I had a baby. And I think I blacked out after Charlie's assassination and didn't remember that I went up to Maine too. I went up to Maine with my husband in July. Okay. My son was born on May 1st. We were off air. And then the first thing I did was I went with my newborn Roman and my husband up to Maine to do Tucker's show. And I did an interview and I genuinely forgot about this. Like I genuinely forgot about this. And we went in on the topic of Israel. When I got off air with Tucker, obviously you just have chatter, like just chatter in the air, like about everything you just discussed and what's happening and everything we said there. We're talking about Epstein. And Tucker said to me, and I'm obviously, I'm not going to get this verbatim, but he was like, yeah, he talked about a SAS speech and he just said they're like, taking money from Charlie because of this whole speech. And I was like, yeah, Charlie's kind of coming over to our side. He's really had an awakening about this. It's crazy that I forgot this, but it's the second part of what he said to me. He said, I just had dinner with him and ERIKA. They were just here. I think he said like last night. I kid you not. They were just there in Maine having dinner with Tucker. I remember this. I am 1000% certain. Days within me, it was like Charlie was there and then I was there. And he had dinner with ERIKA and he said something, which is the reason why I was happy when they announced that ERIKA was going to be CEO, because before we could have ever known that Charlie was going to be assassinated, as we were sitting here in Maine talking about Israel and Epstein and what the pressure that Charlie was under, Tucker was like, I absolutely love ERIKA. He said this publicly 1,000 times, so I'm not revealing anything here. And he was like, she is like hardcore on the anti-Israel train. And that she had gone in on dinner about everything, and that, you know, this is who ERIKA was. And I was like, oh wow, like I actually never got to spend that kind of time with her. Like I know Charlie's coming on the other side, but I never really speak to ERIKA like that. And they had this dinner in the midst of all of this sass stuff, and I happened to be in Maine. And when I look at that and I plot that on the timeline, it convinces me that ERIKA is a psychopath. Genuinely convinces me that ERIKA is a psychopath, because, and please, Tucker, forgive me, I had to share that. I know you like her. I know you're a fan of ERIKA. I know we have different opinions, different perspectives, but this doesn't make sense. I'm just going to have to ask Tucker for forgiveness for sharing this, because I knew that there was something bothering me about.
Let's look at the comments, okay? Look at this one. ERIKA was a massage placement. ERIKA was a massage placement. And nothing has changed. And nothing has changed. And this person said, girl, it is what it is. I love you. But she's backed by some of the most powerful people out there. That is just a fact, man. That is just a fact. Okay? And the older person said, the fact that we get censored or attacked anytime we mention ERIKA KIRK says it all. The fact that we get censored or attacked anytime we mention ERIKA KIRK says it all. Somebody else say, it is so strange how you've never interviewed Charlie. Oh, Charlie's parents / family. Oh, it is so strange how you've never interviewed Charlie's parents / family. Or have I missed that part? Okay, bro, there's always that one person. What do you expect? You get what I mean? What do you guys think about this, man? What do you guys think about this? I'm gonna go to her YouTube channel. I'm gonna watch the longer version of this video. Okay, I really want to watch it. What do you guys think? What do you guys think, man? Comment below, like, subscribe. I'm gonna catch you guys next time. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you. More videos on the way. Appreciate everybody. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Know this easily. I'm praying to the sky and I got no fear. That's right, bro, I got no fear. Every day in my head, every day in my ears. Yeah, every day in my ears. The one draw me down and yeah, that's clear. Yeah, everything is not clear. This the end and everything's clear. That's right, the end is near. Get away from me. All these demons get away from me.